Yep. So with me on my right is Robert Davis Jr., sophomore, and on my left is R.J. Blakeney, senior. Uh, this isn't the mood I wanted to be in coming up here, but we as a program are extremely proud of our student athletes for the effort they gave all season long. Uh, we're not special. Everybody goes through adversity, but what we went through this year to get to this point, I think is just every Monarch fan should be singing the praises of our student athletes, and I'm right there with you, singing their praises. Great game by Troy. They're one of the guys holding the trophy for the regular season for a reason. Player of the year, as I mentioned last night. Coach Cross is an incredible coach. They have a great program with great culture, and we didn't do the things we needed to do tonight to win, but all in all, we're gonna count it all joy. Like, we are happy to be here. We are blessed to be here. I am proud of my team, and we're ready for the off season, and we'll be back here next year fighting like you know what to go even further.
We'll open up now for questions. Right here.
Mike Langston, PrideofBogey.com. In the first half, Troy's defense did a really good job of blowing off the paint and around the bucket. Uh, in the second half, you guys made some adjustments and were able to fight back and make this a game, bringing it back to 10 points. What was said at halftime about what changes were made to kind of make that possible?
We just coach just told us to keep fighting, stick together, and that's what we had to do. When you're in the face of adversity, you just gotta face it and be a man. And in life, that's what you gotta do sometimes. Everything can always go your way. So that's what we did second half.
We made some slight adjustments offensively, but it just came down to fighting on the defensive end. One thing about this team, I don't think there's a deficit too high that we can't come back from. We've come back from much more than what we were down at halftime. So I feel like we all believed in each other, and that fight is what kind of propelled us to be able to make it a game.
Another one here for the players from Mike Barber on Zoom. You guys came to Pensacola and won 3 games as the number 10 seed. How will you remember this run at the conference tournament?
I remember it as a start of a new era, the Mike Jones era as they call it. But we weren't surprised that we were here winning 3 games in 3 days. We were not surprised. We believed in ourselves, we believed in each other, and we believed in a man leading us. And we also were blessed and highly favored by the man above. So I think that just us believing in ourselves got us there.
And then a follow-up here for Coach from Mike as well. Obviously Robert touched on it, the Mike Jones era, but what kind of value does this run have as you start your build at ODU?
I want this to be expected. I want this to be who we are. This is a great conference to play in, but I'm also coaching at a great university, and
You said you wasn't gonna do it.
this is what we do. This is what we're going to do. This is what should be expected from us. Anybody that works at our university, anybody that decides to sign and come play with us, this is the standard for us to come to our tournament and be who we were this weekend. And we gotta get better so we can go further.
Question on the front here, Craig.
Craig Stevenson, mail.com. Coach, you guys limited Conway to 1 point and 4 shots, I think, in the second half. Did you do anything in particular to take him away?
Obviously, the second half was just a scramble. Like, we were just doing anything we could to just compete. And, for a team that has played 3 games in 3 days, to be running around crazy like that, again, I trust our guys to give it everything they've got, and I commend them for that. They had to spray the ball around a little bit of everywhere, so I don't think they could have planned to get 12 the shots that he normally gets. But I mean, again, Coach Cross coached them. Like they were very well prepared. They did a great job. They executed what they needed to kick our butt.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Aaron Zielinski, theproductmotor.com. Question for RJ and for Rob. Defensively this week, walkthroughs was obviously a huge focus, and to me it seemed like a light really came on in some of y'all's eyes there. As a senior perspective and a returning player's perspective, how does that launch you guys going into next year with the defensive philosophy of Coach Ewing?
This team has a lot of had a lot of potential in the beginning, and it showed. These guys, it's a lot of talent on this team, and they will be here again. You know, I'm a senior. You know, it was a pleasure playing with them, but it's a lot of talent here, and that's a testament to coach, to the players that we have. So the sky's the limit, but they'll be here again.
I'll just say, I guess from a philosophy standpoint, I've said since the beginning of the year that we're one of the most well-prepared teams, I believe, anytime we step on the floor, from our head coach to our assistant GAs. Like, we prepare very well. And when it comes to a walkthrough and a shoot-around, which is all you have here, and facing a new opponent who we haven't seen all year, we were still very well prepared. So just having that mindset of, stepping on the floor, being mentally there, and also physically there, next year will be beautiful for us.
Final questions?
All right, Cooper Jones walk on and gets in for 5 minutes and gives you really good defensive intensity. Talk to us about Cooper.
Well, Coop, I think, was shooting. He missed 1 3 in the games he played in. Obviously, very limited minutes as a walk-on, but I mean, we were grasping, and he was out there for the opportunity to make an open shot. He didn't get many opportunities to do that. I think he shot one. Yeah, shot one, but I mean, he was out there for that aspect of it, and I mean, he just like everybody else. I could have put Ben AC in. I could have put Rico in. I could have put Jalen Jenkins in. C.J. Parker's not here with us. If he were here, I could have put him in, and they were going to fight their rear ends off. Like, again, anybody that puts that jersey on, they know that is the expectation. That is the requirement. And, Coop went in and gave us everything he could in the time that he was out there. And, again, I'm going to choose to commend every single one of these young men for everything we've been through. Coop is a huge part of that.
Follow-up, obviously Sean Gordon, another double-double from him. He continues to give you this fantastic effort every game. Just thoughts on Sean.
Yeah, Sean is a beast. He's, again, somebody who, we've talked about it. Like, he doesn't show much emotion on his face. He got to put the decal on the wall yesterday. I wasn't there when he did it, but to watch the video of him, that's the most emotion I've seen out of that young man since he's been with us since, late May. It was kind of fun to see. He's worked so hard. All of these guys have. And, again, I'm not just saying it, man. We're so lucky. We are so lucky. And I tell these guys all the time, this is something that they'll never forget. They'll never forget the fan base rooting for us the way they did. I know I mentioned earlier today, we could feel the energy, watching video from Mojo Bones and everybody going crazy when Rob hit the shot the other night. Like, that's what this is all about. We've got a community that truly supports us better than I've seen anywhere else. And we are fortunate to be representatives of that.